All right, good evening and welcome to our little impromptu live masterclass where I'm going to be helping you understand how you can get more clients in your now business and what that actually looks like and translates to in real life. So I just want to do one quick check and just make sure that this is streaming as per what it should be, because I would hate to be sitting here talking to myself for probably about an hour. Yes, I am good to go. All right, so we are live. So I know that there was quite a few of you who were going to be jumping on the replay. So if you are watching the replay, just make sure you pop a little hashtag replay down the bottom for me, just so that we can make sure that everything is going to be running nice and smoothly as we continue to move forward tonight. So the purpose of this training, I've been seeing a lot in groups where people are really struggling to get clients. They're not quite sure what they should be doing, how they should be doing it. Every time somebody joins this group, one of the common theme is, no, I don't have enough clients. I don't know how to get more clients. And so really just looking at how I can help you achieve that and what that actually looks like as well. So I'm just going to give myself 2 seconds as we just wait for a few more people to jump on. And what I'd love you to do whilst we're waiting is if you can post into the comments for me your business and your name. If you haven't clicked the little link above that says authorize StreamYard to use your name, please do that so that I can actually see your name in the back end. Otherwise, it just says Facebook user. And I really love to be able to actually say hello to you. So who you are and where you're watching from tonight, if you are live or if you are catching the replay, let me know as well so we can go through and do that whilst I just set everything up and get ready. Okay, so Jess is on. We've got Nailed Barossa, 2 Facebook user highs. Hi. Gems Beauty Bar from Caboolture watching me live. Amazing. I have lived in Caboolture, but Upper Caboolture. So it wasn't like Caboolture. So I've lived there. I've done that. That's been part of my journey as well. So awesome. All right. So we've got a few people that are jumped on. I'm all ready. And for those of you who don't know me, I am direct. I am straight to the point. You will either love me or hate me, and that's okay. If you watch this training and I'm not your person, that's okay too. Feel free to leave the group. And I appreciate you taking the time just to find out, because it's all about just taking a chance and seeing, who your people are and how they might be able to help you. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to start sharing my screen for you so that you can see what we are going to be looking at. So not that one in 2 seconds. This one we're going to present. Okay. Let's see if it'll work how I want it to work, shall we? Because that'll be the next thing, whether or not it actually will play how I want it to play. Okay. That one, and then here. Nope. I love it when technology just doesn't play how I want it to play, but that's all right. Just going to present full screen once I get it to where I want it to be, and we'll be good to roll. Okay, that one, yes, yes, yes. You guys don't need to see my face. I'm sure you know that I am who I am. So I'm happy with that now. We will go ahead and get started. Okay, so the whole point of today's live is to teach you guys how I use Facebook ads to get hundreds of new clients in my business. So a lot of you responded to the post that I put up where I asked you, if you were interested in learning how I turned $750 into $7,000, and that's what this training is. It's really designed to show you exactly what you need to do in order to get in front of people and do it as cheaply as possible. So I just want to make sure that you guys can see the full screen, and it says how I use Facebook ads to get hundreds of new clients. If you can you please give me a love heart in the chat just to make sure, because things do lag behind. And the last thing I want, there we go, is to not have that up and running as I would like it to be. Because if I have to do it without slides, I'll do it without slides. I just did pretty slides and I would really like to use them as well. Okay, so let me just see. Nobody's told me yet. No, it's just blank. Ugh, of course it is. Why would it not just be blank? Okay, look, let's do it this way, all right? Let's see. You guys can see that it doesn't look as pretty as I want it to, but you guys get the gist of what we're doing, okay? So let's just roll with what we're going to roll with. All right, so let's make this a little bit bigger so you can see. There we go. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is where my first business started. So for me, it's actually the third version of the business, but this is when I really actually started to dive in and really look at how I could make money, how I could actually run it as a business and make it something that my family could be supported by. So like I said, this is the third version. So the first version was just a room in the house. The second version was a room in this house. The third version is the garage converted, as you can see here. Painted the walls pink, ripped up the floor, put lino down, like we did the whole thing with this one. And this is when I took on my first employee. And so when I took on my first employee, it was really fucking scary. Because not only was I trying to make income for myself, I was also trying to make income for and support another family. And at the end of the day, it's one of those things that you just have to take a leap of faith. And when you're ready, and you know that you're ready. And that's what I did. So that's when I really started to look at how can I advertise my business and get more clients, because I had 2 families to support. So there was 10 people that my little business was supporting at that time. And that was pretty fucking scary, to be perfectly honest. And so moving forward, that was 2017. We had that one. And then this is a random photo that I took the other day. As you can see, Laura right here, she saw me and she was like, what are you doing, crazy person? And so I just want to take a quick snap of, just something that was happening in salon. Since then, we have actually added 2 more tables just because we couldn't keep up with demand. So we have 8 nail tables, 6 pedicure chairs in a commercial salon in Hervey Bay. So I started out wanting to make $500 a week just to support me. And now I currently support 10 families. And it's really exciting to know that I can turn on clients, not sexually, of course, but when we need clients, I can just flick the switch. We get as many as we need, and then I either turn it down and dial it down so we're not getting as many inquiries, or I just start to refine even more. And I experiment and I see what's going to work and what's going to really keep changing the business moving forward. So I wanted to go through and chat with you guys about using advertising, but also using it correctly. So who here has ever dabbled with using Facebook ads or Instagram ads to try and get clients? If you have, let me know with a I have. If you haven't, let me know with no, I haven't. And I'd also really love to know how you found it, because one thing that I learned pretty quickly is if you do not know what you are doing, you are going to spend a hell of a lot of time and a hell of a lot of money and get absolutely nowhere fast. And when I speak to other business owners about how I've built, 7-figure salon really exclusively using Facebook ads, I wouldn't even say that I use a lot of Instagram ads or TikTok ads or anything like that. Most of our traffic comes from Facebook. And that might be pretty old school for some businesses. The principles of social media are slightly different for different platforms, but the general principle is the same. And if you know what you're doing, you can really start to manipulate the funds in your bank account at the end of the day. So I really wanted to show you some examples. So before I go through and explain that, I just want to read some of these comments. So quite a few of you have tried Facebook ads. You have, well, you currently are. You have from an old business, but went nowhere. I have, and it went well for her pace. So a lot of you who are live have, and it's really important. And Liz actually just said something. It worked well. You have to know how and who to target. You've also had it go nowhere. Beck says that she's on Instagram as well, but Facebook is way more successful. Yeah. So the thing with advertising is there's so many different ways that you can do it. And it's about finding one that's going to suit your business and how you're going to really get in front of people who want what you're delivering. So this one here, this is an example of an ad that I ran for probably about 18 months, if not longer. And I can't even tell you when I grabbed this screenshot because it's actually from one of my previous training slides and I'd actually forgotten about it. So it's a really awesome example. When this ad was running, we were really trying to promote our nail art in salon. And we wanted to be known as nail art specialists. That's what we wanted people to know about us. So you can really see just by the image that it's not a basic short mum set of nails. I wasn't trying to attract those types of people. I really wanted people who wanted this type of artwork. And you can see that I've got a little save $20 on there, as well as a little bit of an incentive. But that ad had 191 comments, 5 shares, and 173 reactions. So this ad here is one of the ones that really set my business in motion. It really taught me how to actually get in front of people who wanted the service that we were offering and to do it really, really, really cheaply as well. So that's just one example of one of the ads that we have run. This is another ad that I actually turned off the other day. And this is for one of my new team members. So you know how I said learning how to run ads successfully is like turning on a tap? Well, this is exactly how I grow my salon and my new technician. So Brittany is a technician who has just joined our team. She joined us early October, okay? Somewhere around the middle of October, but it was early October-ish. And what I did is, again, I wrote an ad introducing her to all of the people. And originally I was thinking about adding a discount, but I wanted to test the waters and I didn't offer any sort of discount. I don't believe in discounts. I believe in value add, but we'll get into that later. And you can see here that we had that running and it received 315 clicks. So people who actually clicked on the book now button, or Facebook does also look at the see more. So, you know, it may have been book now, it may have been see more. It doesn't really specify what link they clicked, but they clicked it. Okay. It cost me $1.74 every time somebody clicked on that ad. I ran it for a month. So 18th of October to the 16th of November. That's a month. Okay. And I spent $547 on that ad. It reached 17,000 people. and it was seen 71,000 times. Now, that's a lot of times that that ad was actually seen by someone. But what's really cool is this number here. So I pulled the figures for Brittany and how many customers she's seen in the month. And she made the sale on $9,000 and it cost me $547. So I'm just going to come back to me on this. Who would love to learn how they could literally just turn an ad on, make sure that it is targeting the right people, and then just have clients just literally throwing money at you? It's a pretty cool thing to actually be able to do. And it's how we've been able to add a technician to my team. Pretty much every 3 months, we're adding new talent and we're growing and evolving. I had to, like I said, I had to add 2 more nail tables into the salon because we just couldn't keep up with demand. And knowing that we're coming into Christmas, I just knew it was going to get even extra crazier. So we had to literally make room in the salon as well. So it's what? $9,000 was made, $500 was spent. So that's almost 20 times, if my math is correct, 20 times my ad spend I made. And the really cool thing is we're not just trying to get people once. What we do is we get people in the door and then we treat them like royalty. They absolutely love what we do and then they rebook. And so it's not just a matter of getting somebody in and you constantly just getting new clients. It's about making sure that you are able to nurture them and do a great job and continue to build your business as you continue to move forward as well. So that's another really cool example of how you can use advertising for your benefit and to grow your salon as well. Whether it's just you or you are looking to start potentially putting on other team members, it's a really great thing to start looking at. So the next slide I want to show you is this one. So this was the example that I gave you guys yesterday, how I turned $750 into $7,000. So you can see here that last 30 days, okay, so I took this screenshot yesterday. In the last 30 days, we have spent $750. It's cost us 83 cents per click, and we've had 900 clicks. So for me, I have a really large budget that I spend on advertising because I know how to make it work. If you're just starting out, I do not want you to think that you have to spend the amount of money that I'm spending, okay? You do not. The reason why I spend the money I spend is because I know I get the results. And I know that by me investing $100, I'm going to make 1,000, okay? And so for me, that's how I go through and I actually spend. But for you guys, it doesn't need to be that much. You don't need to be spending $700 a month in order to get clients. In fact, if you're spending $700 a month and you don't have a salon the size that I have, I would be asking you some pretty serious questions along the lines of what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Because realistically, you shouldn't be spending that much money. Okay. Most of the time when I first started, my ads ran for $5 a day, just testing, just to see what works. Because the thing with ads is you need to know what's going to work and what's going to connect with people and what you want to offer them. And as you go through and as you evolve, it's really important to tweak and learn what your audience base reacts to. Knowing what trends people are wanting to have. All these little things play a huge part in actually making sure that your business is seen and that your money is well spent. Because going and just putting a whole heap of money behind something might make you feel like you're doing a good thing, but if it's not actually yielding you any results, again, you may as well just go out and start handing money to people and, you know, doing a good deed that way, because all you're doing is lining Facebook and Instagram's pockets. You're not actually lining your own. And I really want you to be able to learn how to line your own pockets so that you can be successful. And it's your definition of success. Okay. My definition is very different to yours. And I want you to really understand that you do not need to spend the money that I am spending in order to receive the same results. Okay. It's all on ratio. So if you divided what I spent last month, by 10, okay. So I spent $750. Let's say I spent 75. Instead of me making 7,000, I would have made 700. Okay. So that gives you a really good rough estimate of, are you willing to spend $75 to make 700? Most of you are. If I told you, give me $75, I will give you 700, you would take that bet every single day of the week. And that's the beauty of knowing how to run Facebook ads and what that looks like. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide that I have with you. So I can actually start to teach you how to do this, because it's all fine and good. Oh yeah, cool. That's great. But how do you actually run ads? How do you actually do it? So the most important thing when you start to look at running any type of advertising, whether it's paid advertising or you're just posting and promoting, is really understanding how to create your offer. Okay. I like to teach people to really work from the lowest hanging fruit. So what is it that your clients are wanting from you? What services make you the most money and are realistically the quickest and easiest with the least amount of effort required? So again, I posted about this the other week, where I was talking about making sure that you're promoting services that your clients actually want, not what you want to deliver. I was having a conversation with one of my private students, and we're talking about, how she can grow a business and those sorts of things. And one of the things that, she had looked over was she really wanted to deliver a certain type of service. Like I was showing you before, when Sassy Minx first was, in that pink room, we really wanted to be known for nail art. That was what we wanted to be known for. So that's what we were promoting. If I was to try and run the same ad now, knowing what I know about my current client base, I wouldn't have the success that I have, because what my clients want has changed. I am an acrylic girl. I love acrylic. It's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. My clients love gel. Drives me mental, but that's what they want. So that's what we promote. It's not about me. It's actually about them, and it's actually about what's going to make money, what's going to be profitable for us to run in Salon. How fast can the service be done? How often does the client need to come back? Like, is this actually going to be a profitable service for you? So before you even start running ads, you really need to take a good hard look at what you're looking to offer. So again, really looking at what's the most popular, what makes you the most money, how long does it take to perform? So looking at those, you're then able to look at the financial goal that you're wanting to achieve and decide whether or not it's actually possible with this service. So for those of you who have been around for a while and have followed me for a while, and you know the way that I operate, you know that I have the profit calculator. If you don't, I would highly recommend that you go and look at grabbing that one so that you can actually do this exercise. If for you and your business, doing a simple gel polish manicure takes you 20 minutes, okay, I'm throwing numbers at you. Don't take this as gospel, but say it takes you 20 minutes and you charge $60 for it, but you want to promote full sets of acrylic and it takes you 2 hours and you charge $80 for it, what's going to be most profitable for you? Both how many clients you can get in and also how much money you can make. The 20-minute service, because realistically, you could have 2 clients in that same 1 hour and make $120 an hour versus that $80. And for building your business and building it quickly and actually getting profit in and money in so you can do the things that you want to do, you need to be looking at how can you make the most amount of money doing a service that your clients are going to benefit from, that is actually going to benefit you as well. If it costs you $20 in product and 5 minutes in time, that's a good trade-off, right? So again, retail products can come into these offers to just boost up what's being offered without it actually costing you resources, which is time, because you are one person. We are an individual service-based business. It's not like working at a fish and chip shop where you can have, 12 vats of oil cooking 12 lots of chips. You are one person. You can only do one set of nails. We need to make sure that you are actually running that offer profitable as well. So a little bit of a side tangent there, but it's so, so important that you understand that one. Okay. So then looking at the next part of creating an irresistible offer for you is to reverse engineer your financial goal. Okay. And so if you've got a target of, I want to make $5,000 this December, the financial goal is $5,000. You divide that by your offer costs and divide that by the amount of appointments that you have available to do that. So again, if you're doing a $5,000 month, that's your goal. You want to make $5,000 and it's going to take you 30 minutes to do the service and you've got 60 appointments available. That's how you'd go through and work out how many appointments and how many clients you actually need. And what I highly recommend you do when you're first starting to do this is create a game out of it, gamify it, make it fun. I remember when I was a Thermomix demonstrator many, many years ago, at least 10. My Thermomix is 10 years old, so about 10 years ago. One of the goals that we had was to sell 6 Thermomixes. And so what I did was I actually created little boxes, okay? And then down the bottom, I had like the Thermomix or the gift or whatever it was that we had to do to get a free one. And every one I sold, I wrote somebody's name in it, okay? And like a love heart. Because for me, it was like I was actually seeing myself get closer and closer and closer to it. I know some of my business friends, they use Post-it notes and they just, every time they do a new client, they have a Post-it note somewhere in their house. And it's like, okay, when I've done that, I can rip that Post-it note off or they'll add a new Post-it note. Make it fun for yourself, okay? Because at the end of the day, if it's not fun, it's boring and nobody likes boring. So knowing the amount of clients that are required and whether or not it's actually serviceable for you, the biggest thing that I learnt many, many years ago when I actually did a Groupon. So fun story for you guys. When was that? 2012, 2013, when Groupon first became a thing. I did it because I had to, because everybody else was doing it. And Groupon took 30% of what you sold it for and you got the money up front. So, but it had to be significantly discounted. So again, this is kind of where I learned about offers and how to do offers. But it completely fucking backfired and it was absolute carnage and bullshit to the point that I actually closed that business down because I couldn't handle it. So I think our offer was something like a facial, a massage, a manicure, or a pedicure for like $49. And so we're mobile as well. We're at the client's house for an hour and a half and 2 staff were required, including fuel. I sold it for $49. We only got 70% of that and we sold something like 1,000 of them. Now, the cash influx was great. I was so excited with the amount of money that I received. But when I actually looked at how much money we were making, it was like $1.50 an hour. And so you can understand why I was completely fucking exhausted and wanted to burn it to the ground, which I did. I just didn't do that. I refunded the ones that weren't redeemed. And I just went, you know what? It's actually more beneficial for me to refund the money than it is for me to actually continue to do said service. So again, knowing my worth, knowing how to do an offer, knowing that my pricing is actually going to be beneficial for me and it's going to be profitable is so key when you're creating your irresistible offers. Okay. So learn from my mistakes. Don't fuck it up as bad as I did. Okay. So once you know what's required, we then want to look at what is an irresistible offer. So an irresistible offer is presenting something to someone that they simply can't refuse. It is so good that they want it so much and so badly, and it's really going to help them to the point that they feel a little bit stupid if they say no to it because it's such a great opportunity. FOMO is real if they don't say yes. Now, I'm going to show you a real life example of what that actually looks like. But first, I need to take a drink because I am like talking nonstop and I'm really mindful of your time. So just give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Yoda. I know who that is. That must be Anne-Marie. Has to be Anne-Marie. Okay, so let's look at what this looks like. So if you were to create an irresistible offer, you want somebody to feel like they must buy it, that it is going to solve all their problems and it's going to allow them to really get what they are desiring and the outcome that they're desiring it with and for as well. Okay. So who would like to see a real life example of how to actually create that level of irresistible offer? Can we watch back? Yes, you've got 48 hours to watch before I delete this video. Sure is. Yeah, I knew it was you. Okay, so real life example. Because a real life example is where you're going to learn the most. Okay, and it's where you're going to be able to see how it actually comes to play. All right. So the thing that you really need to think about when it comes to creating these offers is, what is your point of difference? What makes your salon different to the salon down the road, to the lady down the road, to the nail bar down the road? Like, what makes you different? All right. So your homework, actually, you can do it right now. I want to know 3 things about your business and about why people should choose you over the person down the road. So I'm going to wait for you guys to actually put this in. So what is your point of difference? Why should they choose you? What makes you different from the salon down the road? 3 things. I know that you can think of 3 things. I can think of 3 things for most of you. I will sit here in uncomfortable silence until I start to see them come through. They don't have to be well thought out, just the 3 things that just pop into your head that makes you and your business different. Okay. So Jess has said home comfort with a home salon, sculpted nails, and amazing art. Awesome. So what you want to look at is, with that, how can you make the service that you do better than what they're currently getting? Okay, so I want you to think about that one. So Ruth says that she sculpts. She cares about the nail. I'm assuming it says health. It should say health instead of heating. And she can talk their ears off. Okay, again, another really fun thing. They're mobile, speak English, and are friendly. Yeah. Flawless manicure, friendly and comfortable, individualized experience. Now health is the priority. I'm properly trained. They get an individual service, focus on nail health and hygiene. Awesome. So some really great points of difference there. And they're all ones that I would have thought immediately for you. Okay. So beautiful, relaxed environment, creative design, correct nail care with advice. Amazing. So now looking at that, how can you deliver better results than your customers? not new customers, your competitors' customers. Oh my God. Okay. So how can you deliver better results than your competitors? Because that's what's going to make it important when you're looking at creating an irresistible offer. What do people currently hate about where they are going? Or what is something that they are really struggling with that they are looking for a solution? So people buy, now actually come back to me for this one. People buy for two reasons: to avoid pain or to gain pleasure. Okay. So two reasons why people buy anything. Let's talk about, it's Friday night. Well, it's actually Thursday night, but let's pretend it's Friday night. It's Friday night and you decide you're going to buy the family McDonald's. Are you buying the family McDonald's because you absolutely love the taste of it? Are you buying the family McDonald's because it's so cheap? Or are you buying McDonald's because it's just fucking easy? You don't have to cook. You just go to the drive-through, pick it up, throw the fucking food back at the kids, and they'll shut up and leave you alone, and then you can go and watch Netflix and drink wine. I know that's why I buy McDonald's for my kids. I don't drink wine. But I don't buy McDonald's because it's healthy. I don't buy McDonald's because it's like good or it tastes good. I buy it because it's convenient. Okay. And I'm avoiding pain. The pain of having to cook, the pain of having to clean up, the pain of being told, I don't want that. So do you understand how everything that we do is to either avoid pain or gain pleasure? Okay, so they're the two reasons why people buy. Okay, so again, thinking about that, thinking about your business, thinking about your points of difference, this is how we start to really create an irresistible offer. Okay. This is how we get people, and Anne-Marie will be able to tell you this, but this is how you get people to sit there and think, fuck, are they just talking to me? They must just be talking to me. I must be the only person. Okay. It's because I know you. Okay. I know where you are at because I've been there. I know how you're feeling because I've been there. I've experienced the things. I know all these things about you and your business. Okay. And so when you know your ideal market, when you know your ideal client intimately, you are able to sell to them because you can deliver what they want, what they need for them to avoid pain and to gain pleasure. Okay. One or the other. All right. Pretty cool shit. Definitely probably not what you thought you were going to get tonight, but that's just how I roll. I always give you not what you want, but what you need. Okay. So it's really important that you understand that your irresistible offer is not about price. I, as a general rule, never really discount my services. I always value add. So if we come back to this example here, where I said that they saved $20, to people looking at that, you'd be sitting there thinking, yeah, but Carly, you literally discounted that service. Like you literally gave them $20 off. But I didn't. And the reason why I would say 95% of people who actually booked and used that $20 voucher didn't actually save $20 is because we upsold them art. And I make a fuckload of money on art. Okay. Because we are able, I'm like the laziest nail art person you'll ever find. If there is a cheats way to do something, you better fucking believe that I have it in 10 different colors. Okay. Because I'm about making money. I want to give you the look that you want. I want to do it quickly. I want to make sure that it's going to last. But most of all, I want to make money. That is my entire priority every time I do a service is how can I make money whilst maintaining natural nail health, whilst maintaining, really good hygiene, and whilst giving my clients exactly what they need in order to feel amazing and beautiful and confident. That's what runs through my head constantly. So even though the client saw it as a save $20, they were never actually saving $20. It's like how many of you have gone and bought fuel? Here's a perfect example. Okay. How many of you have gone and bought fuel and you pull up to the little Coles or the Freedom or the United or whatever service station? Okay. You pull up and you're like, spend $5 in store and save 8 cents a litre. I don't think it's been 8 cents a litre in a while, but sometimes do those 8 cents a litre things. Spend $5 and save 4 cents. I think that's a little bit more realistic. A litre. And you're like, fuck yeah. I've got to put 100 litres of fuel in my car. I'm going to save fucking money. And you know what? It's hot. I could really use a drink. So you fill up your car and you go in and you get the bottle of Coke. And then you're at the checkout and you're like, oh, buy 2 chocolate bars for $4. Oh, that's great value. I'm going to grab them too. So then, silly you've gone, you spent, now this figure is completely incorrect, but you spent $100 on your 100 litres of fuel. Okay, it's more like 200 when I fill my car up, but you've gone and you spent your $100. And then to save your 4 cents a litre, you've gone and spent 8. Now, if you actually looked at how much you saved with your 4 cents a litre discount, I guarantee you it's less than $8. You just got suckered so hard. And companies do this all the time. Okay? You're probably completely unaware of it because it happens all the time. Free shipping. Spend over $100 and get free shipping. Girl math. Well, if I just add that extra product that's $40, that'll take that over the 100, and therefore I'll save the $15 on shipping. Yeah, but babe, you just spent $40 to receive it. But you do it every single day because that's just what we do, right? Like nobody likes paying for shipping. I know I will spend thousands of dollars to avoid shipping. One of my suppliers is if I spend $1,500, I get free shipping. So you better believe that every time I spend $1,500 so that I don't have to pay for shipping. We do it. So the value add, perceived value add that doesn't actually cost you money, okay, is really, really important. And it's understanding that human psychology of what people do. Okay. Take note, people, this shit is life-changing. It is. I had so many things in my cart to get free shipping. I know you do. Again, remember how I said I'm talking to you because I know you? I know you. I've done this myself. Okay. Absolute sucker for avoiding shopping. Yeah. Okay. It happens. Okay. But if you understand the psychology behind this, you're able to use it to your advantage in order to grow your business, in order to build the profitable now business that you're wanting to create. And that's what's really important, okay? Because the client's still getting what the client wants. You're not telling them, hey, you're going to get this, and then they're only getting this. There's going to be some people that don't want the nail art, and so they get the $20 discount. But you know what? It got them in the door because beforehand they may not have come to us because we're too expensive. We were $80 instead of $60 like everybody else. And so that $20 gave them an opportunity to try us. And then because we are so fantastic, they now come every 3 weeks and they've bought all their fucking friends. So that $20 that I spent in giving it away to get them in the door and that $1.73 that I spent to get them to click to come in, I spent $22 and I now have a lifetime client who, is potentially going to bring my business thousands of dollars. So do you understand how that works and the benefits and the reasons behind why that is so effective? If you do, give me a hell yeah. Let me know if this is actually hitting home and you're really actually like fucking excited about the possibilities of what you can create when you know how to do it, because I'm about to show you how to do it. I'm going to give you a real life example. Okay. I'm going to take another drink. All right. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Mind blown. Right? It's just fucking cool. Like, it's really cool when you can start to really see how you can grow your business and spend fuck all and just grow. Like, it's really, really cool. Okay, so let's take it back and go to the next. All right, where were we? Here. Okay, so it's not about the discount. Okay, so here are some questions to ask yourself when putting together your offer. So really looking at, do people actually need and want this? And will they pay for it? Do people actually need this, and does it make their life better? Can they see the value it will provide them? And are you clearly communicating it? Am I meeting them where they're at and taking them on the journey that they want to go on? And is it easy to get started for them? And is it risk-free or no pressure? Okay. Because if you give people what they want and what they need, you communicate it clearly, they can clearly see that it provides value. You're meeting them where they're at, and you're showing them the journey of how they get to where they're going, and you make it easy for them to get started. It's going to be a fuck yes every single time. Okay. It's about meeting people in a way and talking to them in a way that they've already decided that they really want what you're giving them, because it's going to benefit them in the long run. The amount of times clients will come to the salon and they will say to us, I just love how you guys are odor free. Again, because we do a lot of gel. Okay. We also have M&D fans and extraction units through the fucking roof. Like, it is insane the amount of stuff that I've got to make sure that we are odor free. Even we do acrylic, but we are predominantly a gel salon. So we're odor free. I'm meeting them where they're at. So I can run ads directing people to, do you hate it when you walk into a nail salon and almost fall over because of the smell is so intense? If you're an asthmatic or you got migraines or whatever, and that was you, you'd be like, fuck yes. Immediately, I've got your attention. I got your attention last night when I said to you, do you want to see how I turned $750 into $7,000? You immediately went, fuck yes. I want to know how to do that. Okay. I got your attention really, really quick, really, really to the point. Okay. So when you're creating your irresistible offer, you want to make sure that you are talking to one particular person per ad that you are running. Okay. Per post that you are doing, you're talking to one person. You don't want to be talking about how you can do gel and acrylic and nail art and soft gel extensions and build a gel and like all these options, because you're going to confuse people. And they're going to be like, what the actual fuck? Like, information overload, shut down. I don't want to know about it. Even if you are the absolute best nail technician in your hometown. If you confuse people, they are not going to choose you. Okay. So be really clear, be really precise, know exactly who you're talking to and what they want and what they need. Make it easy for them to choose to do it. That's why I love booking systems, because I can have it and I can have click here to book. They can click it, they can pay the deposit, it's done. They don't have to think about it again. They get to then come to their appointment. Okay. And then our customer journey will start. But you want to make it really, really easy for your customers to be able to find you and to be able to do those services with you. Okay. So now we get to the fun part. Now I get to show you how to actually create an irresistible offer. So I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step of an irresistible offer. And I want you to see exactly what I'm talking about, putting all of this together for you in one nice little neat package. Okay. Are you ready? Let's go. So my irresistible offer for you. Attention nail technicians, make this Christmas your most sparkling yet. Are you ready to dazzle more clients with breathtaking nail designs this holiday season? Picture your schedule filled with clients who adore your work and are promoting you all over town. If you're ready to turn that into reality and unlock a treasure trove of business growth, I have something that is available for the next 48 hours. For just $97, I'm going to give you 3 profitable ad templates that are custom crafted to highlight your unique services, attracting clients who can't wait to book. I will teach you how to become a pro at Facebook and Instagram advertising, reaching more potential clients with ease. And as a special Christmas gift to you, I'm going to also give you 30 days of magnetic social media content ideas to enhance your social presence and keep your audience engaged with daily eye-catching posts. This Christmas, lift your nail business to dazzling heights and be the star of the holiday season. Imagine your creations being the talk of social media, bringing in a wave of new clients ready to kickstart 2024. Don't let this chance slip away. This limited time offer is your golden ticket to a booming nail business. Click the link below to grab this deal now and transform your festive season into a whirlwind of success. So, who's ready to give me their credit card? It's a joke, but you understand what I mean, okay? I have been able to give you an offer that is irresistible, okay? I grabbed your attention. If you were scrolling on Facebook, that would grab your attention, okay? Because a lot of you have already said that you're struggling to get clients. So I'm breaking it down for you and going, hey, do you want more clients? You've already told me that you do. All right. So I already know that about you. So I'm now presenting an offer to you that's going to meet you where you are at. You need more clients. I also know that the social economic standing at the moment is people are struggling. Okay. People are struggling to be able to make ends meet. There is businesses closing left, right, and center. And I know that you have gone and invested your time and money and effort and skill, blood, sweat, and tears. You've sacrificed to start your business, to learn how to do nails. And now you just need that final piece of the puzzle to be able to continue to grow. So I'm giving you 3 profitable templates that I know will get anybody clients. Okay. What I'm then going to do is I'm then going to teach you how to get results like what I've shown you, how to get people to book services that cost me 83 cents per click. So I'm going to show you not only how to do the Facebook advertising and what that actually looks like and how to not just boost posts, because boost posts don't work anywhere near as well as actual Facebook ads, okay, and Instagram ads. But I'm going to show you what buttons to click, what options to select, what that actually looks like, what the client that you need to be putting in to make sure that you're getting in front of the right people. Because if you don't, all you're doing is going and giving money to Facebook and Instagram, which is the same thing. Okay. So I'm going to teach you how to write the ads. I'm also going to teach you how to set it up. I'm going to teach you how to monitor it and make sure it's actually profitable for you. And then what's really, really important is when people see your business pop up, okay, and they like your page or they click on it and then they go and check out your page, you want to make sure that you've got content there that is engaging, that gets people going, fuck, this chick knows what the fuck she is talking about. She knows all about the types of nails that I want. She knows me. I trust her. I like her. I feel comfortable with her. Her business is different to where I'm currently going. So you're going to get those templates to make sure that you're really making your social feed match what you're saying in your ad. Because if you don't, you're going to have a disconnect. If you're saying one thing, but your page is dormant, people aren't going to buy. People aren't going to interact. They're just going to be like, what's going on? Okay. So having the right templates, knowing how to write the ads, knowing how to set them up, and knowing what budgets to be setting for yourself, and then having your social feed ready and full so that it's just every single day. Okay. Every single day, you know exactly what you need to do. You can go and you can batch create the content, or you can do it every day. Depends on the type of person that you are. I do a mixture of both. That's why you'll see sometimes things are like super perfect and other times they're super random. That's because it's my social media team creating content and then Cully just throwing a spanner in the works and fucking up their feed. I do it all the time. They fucking hate it. But you know what? I love it. It's what I do. Okay. But it gives your potential customers an understanding of who you are and what you do, what you're about, what your business does. It allows them to begin to know, like, and trust you in order for them to want to work with you. I've shown you guys so many examples tonight of all the things that I've done to build a 7-figure business. Okay. The 7-figure business has been built in 2 years. It's not even 2 years, in 6 weeks. So the 20th of December is when we open the doors in 2021. Brand new location, retirement town. There's like 60,000 people here. And I've done it. And I've done it with advertising. It's my only advertising that I do. I don't do radio. I don't do TV. They ask me all the time. I keep saying no because I do what works. And I know it works. And I do it over and over and over and over and over again. And when I know that something's working, okay, I then scale it. So when I know that my ad is working and getting me leads and getting me clients at $5 a day, technically speaking, if I make that $10 a day, I'll double the amount of leads and I'll double the amount of customers. We currently run our ads on $20 to $25 a day. That's what I run because I'm scaling at such capacity and such growth. Okay. That's not necessarily what you're going to run. You're going to start at $5 a day. Okay. So if you are willing to commit $97 to learn, and then I would say realistically, a good budget to have would be $100 to spend on ads. I would say that you'd be able to make at least $1,000 this Christmas, which will easily set you up for 2024 if you have a really great customer journey, if you know that you can deliver a really great service, if you know that you are really giving the customer a unique offer that they are going to love, that is going to give them what they want. Okay, so we'll go through and we'll do all that. We'll have a little Facebook group where you can post your ideas and you can get feedback, and we'll have live trainings and all sorts of really cool, fun things in there. Okay, between now and the end of the year. So you've got 6 weeks of access to like the real in-depth kind of, hey, what am I doing? Does this look right? You know, is this working properly? You get 6 weeks of that sort of thing. But the training you've got access to for life. Okay, I'm not going to take that away from you. It's there for you to use. It's there for you to go back, and it's there for you to look at. So my question for you now is whether or not you are ready to get started. Okay, are you ready to actually take your business to the next level? Because if you are, the link is rolling across your screen right now. I feel like one of those infomercials where the line, you know, that just runs across the bottom. Okay. So theprofitable.com/FB ads for nail techs. I made it really easy for you guys to be able to remember. Okay. But that link is only available for the next 48 hours. This offer is only available for the next 48 hours. Once the replay is gone, this page will be gone. The offer will be gone. And I don't know when I'll do it again. All right. So I love working with action takers. I love working with people who are a fuck yes. If you're a fuck yes, let's come play. If you love my random weird analogies and you understand that it allows you to really get how things work, come play. Because at the end of the day, what's going to create more for you? Does your October, November make you excited? Or does your October, November make you scared for what's coming in December? Okay. The choice is yours. It has been an absolute pleasure to get to hang out with you guys tonight. I really hope that you have learnt something. And even if you don't decide to take me up on this offer, you can still use what I've shown you in order to get in front of people. Okay. I've given you enough for you to be able to really start to think about what your potential customers want, okay, and how you can really start to promote your business in a different way to start to get those customers in. The nail industry is a $10 billion industry. There is plenty of clients to go around. You just need to get your business in front of the people that are willing to give you the money. All right. We are exactly on 1 hour because I am just that fucking awesome. It has been an absolute pleasure. And if you have watched the replay, let me know replay. And I'd really, really love you guys if you could actually let me know what your biggest takeaway from tonight was. What was the one thing that was a real aha moment for you? Because I really love to know like what random thing that I said actually really fucking landed. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I can't wait to see those of you who are game inside our little Facebook group for nail technicians who love lots of fucking money. Bye, guys.